Today we're going to talk about the B&H Railroad developed by Herb and Beth Silverstein over a 25-year period. This is a railroad that began on a 4x8 piece of plywood 25 years ago with just a circle of track. Became an addiction for us, and we kept expanding the railroad until finally we added on to the house. This railroad was developed in a garage, and we actually extended the garage out so that we could get another 30 feet of space to expand the railroad. You're seeing an overlook of the railroad now. It's an eclectic type of railroad. It has a Swiss village we're just passing, and a country atmosphere town. This is the second part of the layout, where you can see we have access easily to both sides of the scenery, which is very important, something we didn't do in the beginning, where we have to get underneath the table to pop up at various places in the layout. Very important to keep the tracks clean, to have the railroad running smoothly, and the addition of digital technology has added a lot of reality to the railroad. This is the small town that was created beside the railroad, and Beth did a fantastic job of making a very realistic scenery in this area. Here we can see two trucks at the crossing. There's a working small diesel engine with tracks crossing the street, and there's construction going on in a house here to the left. It shows more of the detail of the construction, tunnel going underneath the railroad. Extending further down the street, you can see small cars. A police car is on the road, and also there's a guy on a motorcycle. Beth has people swimming in a little lake at the end of the layout, and here she has horses and riders having some fun in a park. You can see the people on the street, on the beach. This is a still view of the layout. This is the Pennsy Electric that I grew up with in Philadelphia in the 50s. Pennsy Electric was very popular at that time. This dock I built and shows a LPW steam engine being loaded up with cargo. Here comes the Atlantic Coastline engine with the B&O
CSX is catching
railroad
up to the New York Central.
passenger cars.
We have another crash.
This time it's being pulled by a New York Central diesel. Here we see the CSX, which was a railroad that merged with the Chessie and Seaboard coastlines. New York Central, I grew up with this F3 engine also in the 50s. Here comes the Atlantic coastline. Again, the CSX still shot. Here comes the CSX. With the B&O passenger cars. Okay, so we have two trains running on the upper level, NC Electric and the CSX. The Swiss Village you can see to the right side, and on the left you can see a lake with many boats. One of the problems with the water is to try to make it look realistic. We just put saran wrap over the blue painted water. This is a New York Central steam engine, very old one. Coming down a track with freight cars. Coal car has been emptied. That's why it doesn't show the coal. Here's a nice close-up of the construction on the in the city. Comes New York Central. It's freight cars. Close-up of the church, the Swiss Village. This will show two trains. The CSX are going onto siding, while the New York Central will come down and go on the main track. New York Central starting up. The switch has been thrown. Here's the lake with the boats and the lighthouse. Close up of the little town. Surfer, windsurfer, Exxon, Raj. Here's another lake scene, still showing the horses, the roundhouse with the engines in the roundhouse, close up of the Swiss Village. Pensie's on the top. And we have the New York Central coming down. Bottom. Almost finished our little demonstration. Thank you very much. It's been a great 25 years building this railroad.